Don't lie. Don't lie.
Happy Thursday, children of... Whoa! No, 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 no.
What is going on?
I don't know. I'm tuning up for getting ready for troublemakers.
Gail, thank you so much for the delicious cake.
Oh, you know what? Let me honor this properly. Now, if you're a munchy person...
They're munching. They're all talking about cookies.
Yeah.
And
okay.
This and that.
Okay. Well, we want to turn you on to a little something new. Okay. Because you deserve to see a little something new. Check this out. This is called the Tom Cruise cake.
Well, that's its nickname. That's not really what it's called.
Okay. Well, and it's from Doan's Bakery.
In Thousand Oaks, California.
Now, I should probably take this back to the beginning for you, but this is the presentation.
Gail gave us this.
Yes, from Child Gail.
Child Gail.
Lawn Dweller Gail. Gold Belly. Now, pay attention, guys. If you're munching, these are all very important things to know. Gold Belly is where you can get. It's kind of like
Food.
drugs in New York, except for food.
Right. You can get New York bagels.
Get whatever you want, all right, at any time. So this is the Tom Cruise cake. Why, pray tell, is it called the Tom Cruise cake? Because it's so freaking good, and a nice little package it arrives in. It's so good that it arrived. There it is, Doan's Bakery. Well, let me give them the props back there. DOANS Bakery. Now, of course, you have to like delicious fluffy white cake and an amazing frosting
with coconut on it
and white chocolate chips. But you know, if that's your thing, then this is you. So check it out. So it comes beautifully. There it is, and its little packaging. Oh, someone cut it. Look at.
We had to try it.
Look at the fresh coconut scattered on the.
And it's so moist and fresh.
God, it's just amazing.
It's delicious.
Now and of course, if you're 4 or 5, and you get a beautiful cake that comes packed
with dry ice.
As soon as you're finished with the first slice, you throw the dry ice in the pool.
Or in your bathtub if you don't have a pool.
Right, you can. That's
or
right.
Or in the sink.
But, so that's
Yeah, Gail said she ordered it a long time ago and they couldn't deliver it until today. That's how busy they are. Because Tom Cruise gives all of his friends one of those for Christmas.
That's why it's called the Tom Cruise cake.
That's right. We heard about it on TV. Somebody was saying they got one, and we tried it a few years ago.
Who was it?
Julia.
Julia Stiles.
Sykes. Yeah, Julia Sykes. She was in that vampire movie with him and Brad Pitt.
So hey, send her a cake, pal. Very nice. I think I lost all the bubbles. Oh no, there they are. Oh, because you.
Gail's
okay.
so glad. Yes, it's yummy, Gail. Fresh, delicious.
But I'm going to tell you what, the dry ice lasted longer than the first slice. So that's all I got to say about that.
Because it was supposed to come on the 29th, and then it got to be like 5:30, and we said, we don't think it's coming.
Once a child,
but
always
it showed up.
See, I never used to get to do this kind of stuff when I was a kid. I get yelled at. You burn your hand.
No, Gail said they told her it was a very popular cake.
Oh God, it's certainly everyone in this house loves it,
including Remy.
Not that he's getting that much, but he does.
He gets a bite.
Yeah. So, and let me tell you this: we saw Top Gun Maverick. I like the cake better. Just saying. I mean, I like Tom, and I admire him. Guy's amazing at 60 years old to be.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, he's doing. It's amazing. And what can I say? Your freaking cake rocks, bro. Good choice. So let's see. You notice you don't see him out here in the Coppola Space Observatory, but maybe someday. So anyway, let's see what else. What other exciting news did we have? Oh, I was working on the opera today. Oh, what opera, Steve? Oh, perhaps I failed to mention that there is a rumored project concerning one rock opera, science fiction rock opera, written in the early 70s, but never completed.
Pray tell.
I'm telling. I'm pray telling. And I'm in the process of organizing the materials, the music, the notes, the lyrics, the whole thing, and seeing if I can't figure out how to finish it. Oh, ambitious, eh? Well, yeah. It's going to take about... I'd like to start recording it with with an orchestra by October.
He's working with Keith Crane on it.
Yeah, right. My composing buddy.
Keith Crane.
Yeah, Keith
drummer
Crane.
for the 1910 Fruit Gum Company.
But more importantly, the composer for Sex and the City.
Yes. Composer for
or one of the composers, I should say. Like, it's similar to like what I do. Well, yeah, I guess it's similar to what I do on Naked and Afraid, when I'm not naked or afraid.
Gail says very ambitious.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah. I can't...
Steve's always up for a challenge.
I can't just do... I've got to push. it's what I do. And anybody that works with me for better or for worse will tell you that that's what I do. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't mean, and you know, I've modified that over the years because I used
seems to be the same.
What does?
Keith.
Yeah.
It seems to be the same. They, you know, work,
Yeah.
work. They love it.
Well, I mean, it's like, I think it's similar to being a porn star if you like sex. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well,
we don't want to go there.
Why? Because you know Andy Abrams?
No, you do. I think of Ron Jeremy.
Oh, that's right. We got to watch that.
I mean,
there's
if
a
you
Ron.
like sex and he was your choice, I wouldn't like it anymore.
Well, no, I was just saying that, you know, it's like getting paid to do something that you love to do.
Gail wants to know if there's any more Vernon Kelton shows scheduled in Florida.
That's actually what we're working on now because we may, while they're here, we may fire them down to Mexico. So we're not really sure.
Or across the state.
Yeah, or across the state to the East Coast. There's a couple of things in play. We'll find out.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
It's the holidays now.
It's
Nobody's
so
like,
weird. It's the end of the year, and
music business shuts down.
And yeah, the music business always shuts down from December to at least February. I don't know if that's the case anymore, because those dudes need to make money now. They're not making it like they used to. But yeah, so it's weird too because now there's seasonal things. Like down here, we're in Florida. Our season's just starting. This is like the nice weathers. It's like spring here for us.
Well, look, I have a laughing face just stuck there.
Yeah, you do. Huh? Oh. See, my mother used to tell me that if you made faces and somebody hit you on the back, your face would freeze like that.
Oh, I just was told it would freeze like that. Nobody had to hit you on the back.
Oh, well, my mom
Keep
was
doing that, your face is going to freeze like that.
My mom was pretty creative. It didn't stop me from making any faces.
Oh, wait. Gail has a message from jail. Pat says hi, and he has 22 days of jail. Well, you'll have to send him a cake with a nail file in it.
Really? Send him a data card with a password in it.
Oh.
What does he do?
I
don't really want to know. I don't want to know.
But he has to know he's doing it, and he doesn't care. So
Well, he also has to know he can watch his show on 3 different YouTube
but
channels.
He can't participate.
Oh, so don't come at all?
No, he's talking to them, I guess, in DM.
Oh, I see.
But
So
he's a repeat offender.
Yeah, but listen,
Sue said, wow, 22.
I don't know anything about that. I don't
know
engage.
either.
I do not engage. If somebody throws a curveball at me on Facebook, they are gone. I am gone.
Yep.
I use Facebook. Well, it's nice to connect with your friends, but if they're really your friends, you just call them up or you just write to them.
I don't look. I go away.
Yeah, I've had a couple of really. Well, it's interesting. Before I start Alan up, back in the '90s, when the internet was just starting to take hold, I was all about interacting with the fans and sharing set lists and getting in that whole thing. I was always about whatever's next, and it got to the point where that's the first time I ever saw that whole cesspool mentality, which I don't do it. I didn't do it then. I won't do it now. First of all, anything that you type or post, it's out there forever. Whether you delete it or not, it's out there forever. Ever. Sorry. And I don't ever want anybody to know what happened to their message. Did it get there? I don't know. Did the house blow up? I don't know. I didn't see it blow up. So anyway, that's just that. Because we all have a right to be who we are.
That's right. And you know what? It is free speech. So if he wants to say shit that gets him in jail, keep doing
No, I'm not
it.
talking about Pat. I'm just talking about I'm talking about people getting nuts on me. I don't know what Pat did. He might have. Well, never mind. It doesn't matter.
We don't want to know.
He's got a fine fashion sense, and that's all we really care
That's
about.
right. Rocking the
Yeah.
Steve Luongo designs.
That's it. My new model.
Okay, we got to get on to the show.
Okay, we do. All
We
right.
have Alan Childs, drummer,
Oh yeah.
part
This is-
2.
Well, this is Eddie Martinez is in there. And Matt Beck isn't. No, Carmine hasn't come in yet.
Oh, okay.
This is just
Eddie
Eddie.
Martinez and Matt Beck with Alan Childs and Steve.
Let me give you Eddie's credits real quick because he is just a remarkable dude. Because I don't want to leave
Nona
any other good
Hendricks,
stuff
I
out.
know
Well,
that.
Nona Hendricks, yeah, they all did their time with her, and Patti LaBelle, right? They
Right.
So, and she was just on the Kennedy Center honors. So,
Oh, Lori said beautiful shirts.
yes. Where are you? Oh, he played on Just a Gigolo and all that. So with
Lori is complimenting your shirts. Not that. Remember, she bought a shirt.
Show me. Thank you. It's that's right. You got it. And you saw all the stuff. You got all the bits and pieces. Did you read
Bits
all
and
the
bobs.
little messages and all that? What?
Bits and bobs. Bits and bobs.
Can you read the buttons?
Oh, Sue's banana bread turned out great. So did mine. Really good. Steve liked it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Because it depends down to the bananas. If you get the bananas that are right, almost too ripe,
They were
those are the
almost
ones.
too ripe.
Those are the ones.
Yeah, they were good.
Those are the ones. Okay, so let's see. Where are we? Let's throw back.
Oh, Lori says she loved it.
Oh, thank you. The thing about the shirts, amazing. That was an amazing adventure, and it's come from here to there. But I wanted to do something with those shirts that no one had ever done before. Wow, that's a stretch. It's just my way. It's just what I want to do, and it doesn't matter if I'm Yves Saint Laurent or Robert Graham or
Steve Luongo.
I prefer that I'm me. It does matter. That matters. Mm-hmm. But I just want to make a statement that no one else has ever made. And so the shirts basically are numbered art prints because it's the art printed, my art printed full scale or, oh, you know what? Let me see. Hang on a second. I see if I have something.
You're not going to be able to play your show.
I'll be able to do what I can do. It's my show. Oh, no, that's not it.
Oh, the children are out of their deep freeze. Sue
they
says
are.
that the Mississippi Queen is on the radio and the highs are in the 70s.
Mississippi Queen. Anyway, so the point of the whole shirt thing was that it's an entire fashion line based on the art of a single artist, me, and you could see Sue. You'll be one of 20 other people, 19 other people that have a shirt similar to yours, but not exact, because no two are exactly
Sue
alike.
or
Did I
Lori?
say Sue?
Well, Lori has vines,
Lori has vines.
and those are all over.
No, they're not all exactly alike. I mean,
Yeah,
they
Sue
are.
has migration.
You know what? I'll tell you real quick, because Alan's thing is 45 minutes. I'm going to tell you a real quick story about vines. Vines started out as a piece of art, and you know that my goal with the art was to print it full scale on the fabric, so that it's like making a shirt out of a painting. And when I got the original samples back from China, I tried China first. Glad we didn't do that, but Sai-Jen. When I got the samples back, Vines was done in a repeat. It was the art like printed 100 times all over the shirt, and that's not what it is, because if you had the original art to Vines, here I show you.
Okay, Gail's telling us what Pat did.
Anyway, so the whole point was when I got these back, the Vines was screwed up. It had repeats all over it. So I sent it to Eddie Money. I said, Eddie, I got a great shirt for you. Oh, thanks, Stevie. Then he winds up wearing it on his television show. Mm-hmm. So now I have to make the shirt that way, which it's the only shirt in my line that has a repeat in it. So there you go. Little history. The Eddie Money shirt. Okay,
That's
now what happened?
Lori has.
Yeah, that's what Lori has.
Okay, well.
I said Sue? I think I
Yeah, you did. Sue has migration.
right. Sue has migration.
Right. And that's her profile picture. So Kitty says a long time ago she was in jail for hitting like too many times on someone's Facebook page. They posted a lot of pictures and she was liking each one, and Facebook didn't like that and thought she was harassing the person. But she was only in jail for a couple of days. And Gail said a band was named ISIS, and Pat posted something about the band. Now they think he's a terrorist.
Well, we know he's a terrorist. He's the rock and roll terrorist. No comment. Alan, proceed, sir.
Bye, guys.
So yeah, bye guys.
I'm going to be hitting the subway pretty soon, so I'm going to probably lose you guys when we go into the depths of the subway. So I'm going to sign off, I think.
Okay, well listen.
Nice meeting you, Matt. Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure to meet you, Eddie. Hopefully we'll do it in person one day.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Look forward to it.
You're West Coast, right? Or you like where are you?
I'm in Portland, Oregon.
Portland. Okay, I'll have to remember that.
South Bronx to Portland, Oregon.
There we go. I love it.
He's in a purple haze right now.
Yeah, you got that right, bro.
Stay safe, man. Stay safe.
Enjoy your pizza.
Hey, Maddie, Maddie May.
We decided against the pizza, so we're gonna hit the subway.
Well, thanks for stopping by, bro. I appreciate it.
Of course, guys. Stay well. All
right, you too. Be
I
safe.
didn't know Subway had pizza.
Bye, JJ.
See you, bud. Oh, that's
You got a token? Let me get a token and a slice.
yeah, right.
His New Yorkness is coming out.
Yeah, see, that's I'll tell you
That's a
what.
concept. That's what I can
You guys remember when pizza was 15 cents a slice?
Did he just get hit?
What?
No, oh, he's back. He was
Oh, he's
back.
back?
He was back. Dad, he's talking. This is some of the best part when guys try to figure out the tech. I can still hear his kids talking in the background.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably.
Here's
Do
the
you,
thing that Noel's having trouble with.
do you hear him?
Yeah, no, just stop the
Because we don't have kids.
Yeah, we don't have kids. I think I'm going to try to. Oh, that's funny. Oh, there he is. Okay, I can mute him. Okay, good. There you go. So he's still connected, but you never know what those children are going to say.
No, you don't.
So there you go.
In a Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, I imagine it'll be interesting to see whether the signal holds for that long if he's going down in there. His picture should just disappear. But yeah. Anyway, I mean, this is what this is all about for me. And Eddie, thank you for showing up too, because the cool part about this whole thing for me is. You want to stop by, stop by. It's like a party at Steve's. If you're in the neighborhood, come on in. And and Alan, you're now part of this family too, so you'll get the list of who's going to be on the show. And if it's somebody that you have history with, or even somebody that you've been dying to ask a question of, boom, you're in.
Yeah, just keep the key.
Yeah, it's the same link for every show. So we should be good. You think everybody's frozen now? Uh-oh. I think Matt's freezing us out. No, I'm up. This is funny. Look at Alan. I think
I've seen him look like
that.
that.
I see Eddie's moving.
Oh, there goes Ed. Okay,
Yeah,
everybody's
I
coming
lost you
back.
guys for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, went out there for a while. Well, anyway, I was just saying about that everybody's welcome to jump in here, especially on Free for All Fridays. You remember what a good time we had on Friday. So it's and I'll keep you all in the loop. So
Yeah, thank you, man.
yeah.
Well, I got a split now, man, but I just wanted to drop in to say hi to Alan.
Well, I'm glad you did.
It's so great to see you, buddy.
Love you, Eddie. Thank
Love
you.
you too. You take care, Steve, as always, man.
Yeah, right back at you, brother. We got music in our future. I'll reach out.
You bet. Be
Cool.
well.
All right, you too. Thanks, man.
Milkman.
Milkman. All right, so now we got, let's see.
Majestic.
Oh, there it goes.
Time for your questions.
Yeah, it's just perfect. Man, this show just ran too smooth. I have to eject Matt.
Yeah, he
Come on.
said y'all had
He's still, he's just not giving up. He's just not. But that's okay. We love Matt, and I can, move him down to the bottom while I ask you my most important questions. Although I feel like he's peeping up at us. Come on, Matt.
He's on the A train looking at us.
Yeah.
Looking at us.
You know what?
Oh, here we go. Yep, see, I got it. I
right.
figured it out. And boom. Okay, here we are. We're getting close. And first of all, man, I'm so glad to reconnect with you. It's every time we see each other, I'm
Technically
getting
challenged.
off the China Club stage. You're getting on. You know how that goes, and we're passing sticks back and forth, but we never get enough time to hang in these situations. And I'm glad that you became part of this one, and now that's family now. So onward.
That's a beautiful thing.
Well, you got my questions, right? I'm not throwing you off with these things?
No, I took a quick look.
Okay, well, we'll start with my favorite. Actually, they're all favorites, but this one I love because the answers I get to this one it's amazing. And you've toured all over the world. Favorite? What the hell is going on with this picture? I'm so sorry, especially if you're on a little phone, but check out the top of Alan's hair. That's pretty cool, right? I'm sorry, go ahead. Favorite restaurant, it'll come back. Favorite restaurant, sorry, we had a favorite restaurant on the road.
Anything with the second word sushi.
Oh, okay. And I'm assuming, have you done...
Runner-up is like India Palace.
Oh, we have an India.
We have an India Palace down here.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I don't know if I don't think they're a chain.
No, it's not a chain. It's just, they're palace and it's India.
Yeah.
And we would call it that. Yeah, I love Indian. When I was in England,
too.
yeah, I love sushi too, but I never got postcards from the owner of the restaurant.
No.
When I would be in England for, a month or so at a time, I ate every day at the same Indian restaurant on Sheep Street in Stow-on-the-Wold called the Prince of India. I ate there so much that they sent me Christmas cards to America.
That's great. That's so great.
That's great. So, okay, so moving on. The song, playing live, favorite song to play live, anybody, any song, favorite song to play live?
There's so many, but just off the top of my head, I got a kick out of playing Blue Jean with David.
Really? Okay. That had to be, that had to be, I can dig that. And the funny thing about that question is everybody thinks that whatever they say, it's going to stick to them. Like, it's a t-shirt. Take it off and change it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which certainly applies to this next question. And that is the song that you never want to play again, ever. I don't ever want to play that song ever again.
Well, okay, coming up as a young drummer, I did what they call in New York, on the East Coast, club dates. That's with the tuxedo and a bow tie, but I used a bolero tie instead. I was a rebel. And Feelings.
Oh.
Because when I first started, every band that I played with in that genre would call Feelings. And after a while, it was like, please.
Don't go Feelings.
I gotta get out of this part of the business.
Whoa.
Whoa, feel. Oh, man. That's great. Well, that will remain a highlight in my answered questions.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of guys say brown-eyed girl and Freebird, but that's, I get that.
Sandy Gennaro said Freebird.
Sandy Gennaro said Freebird.
He said, when they fight Freebird, I said, here, take the sticks.
Yeah. He was funny. And I had Stanley Sheldon on, who was a bass player for Peter Frampton.
Now, him I remember from the China Club.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah. And he said, I said,
way.
show me the way. He never wants to play that ever again in his life.
I hope Peter wasn't watching.
Well,
Well, he's not in that band. Is he?
yeah, I think Skinny's playing with him now.
Yeah.
John Regan, I think, is playing bass, but I don't know. It's, And did you know Mayo? Did you know Bobby Mayo?
No, I know who he is, and I know he was a great player and a great guy.
Yeah, great player. Well, I tell you what, Matt, in my opinion, is carrying that torch very high.
Yeah. Good utility guy.
Multi-instrumentalist.
Wow. But not just multi. Anything I hear that guy play, it's like. And I remember when he was a kid. I mean, I remember he's got to be 10 or maybe 12 years younger than I am. And so watching him come up, and it's just, it's great. Great player.
A good person, too.
So now, I'll tell you what, kids, this was over 2 years ago. And it was so interesting to see, for me to watch these back along with you. I get to, first of all, look at that face. He looks like he got stabbed. But I get to watch how the style of the show has changed and how our relationship has changed with each other and with you and so on and so on. And it's fun. And to hear these stories again, when Alan was just talking about club dates, let me pop in here so not be rude. Oh, I hope I can find my way back to that. Oh, well, when he was just talking about club dates, that's not something that we did. In White Plains, our version of club dates were the CYO or the YMCA, the school dances or the brass tack or any of the social things that they had going on back in the 60s. And for Alan, the club dates in the city are just what he said, putting on a suit, tuxedo, and going and playing at a club with a singer. I mean, it's kind of like a wedding band, but it's not a wedding band because there's no schmaltz in it. You know what I mean? There's none of that. It's the same players, which is, it's one of the reasons that I asked the song, asked the question, least favorite song to play live, because everybody's got to have one. It's not that if I could only play my least favorite song over and over again, as opposed to not being able to play, I would play it. But to go back to that, his history of coming up doing club dates, I'm wearing bell bottoms and playing at the Y, and he's wearing a frickin' tuxedo and playing at the Boom Boom Room. And, it's just an interesting road that we all travel. And, that's part of what made him or makes him the drummer he is, because of his experience coming up, and I get to look back at all these careers, because we were all doing it at the same time in our little places. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to have to find where we were, and I'll be...
Bye, guys.
So, bye, guys. There's those guys. Okay, right.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Whoop.
Oh. Wow. It was close. I'd probably been away long enough that it was, it fooled me.
Authentic.
But they had like tablas and all the percussion up on the. They have like a rack around the top of the place. And I said, "Who plays that?" And he said, "Oh, we have a guy in the back. He knows how to do this and that and that." I said, "Does he want to jam?" "Oh, no, he will play for you. He will play." So I said, "Well, get them both down." And the guy comes out and he starts doing his thing. And I just took off on whatever the other thing was. And what a good time.
And this guy was amazing at that instrument.
He was amazing. Watch one of those guys that really does it, do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
Unbelievable. Okay, so, and this one won't stick to you either. You can change your mind. But if you could play one show with anybody, living or dead, who would it be?
Jimi Hendrix.
Answer.
We'd be fighting for that gig. Love Jimmy.
And Eddie wanted to play with him too.
Yeah, Eddie too, man. Well, listen, that's all right. There's room for everybody.
Yeah, we did a song.
You must know Gerardo, right? Gerardo Velez?
Oh, yeah, I've done a few gigs with him. And
Yes.
he was stuck.
Yeah, he got
That's
to play with him.
unbelievable. That's, but think about where our history goes, man. That makes us very proud. Oh, well, I thought you were going to get out of here, but no.
Oh, you're still queen for a day.
No, you're still queen for a day.
Who do we have down to see, Alan?
I'm waiting for the doorbell to ring. Come on.
Just heard it.
Come on, I just heard it. He's gone. Where did he go? Oh, not. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, no, that's Matt. That's Matt. Carmine. That's Matt. Oh, please.
That's Matt coming out of the subway.
Is that what it is? No.
Maybe it is.
No, it's not. It's not. Hang tight with me. Oh,
I heard the doorbell, but it's
there we
There
go.
we go, but you gotta get rid of Matt.
Dirty bastard.
Oh, we can't hear you.
You're muted.
You're muted.
That's what she said.
Gloom. Brooklyn.
Hi, guys.
Hey, man.
Hey, Matt, is Matt back there? Matt.
It was,
left.
but
Oh, my God, okay.
And Eddie left.
he went
Oh,
down.
we did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
He went down into the subway, and all of a sudden we're hearing his kids talking, but we couldn't see anything. So
He got kidnapped.
He might be
Brother got
back.
kidnapped.
He's going for New York
Hey,
pizza.
guys.
Carmine.
Hi. Hey, baby. How's that girl back there in the cave? Steve, where's your wife at?
I'm good.
Oh, she's back. She's back there, man.
Here.
She actually let me cut her hair.
Yes.
I don't think either one of us has been for a haircut in
9 months.
9 or 10 months.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, talking about that.
We're afraid.
hey, let me tell you what. I'm
trim.
thinking about it. I'm thinking
Good
about it.
nugget. You got a good little forehead there, or forehead, or five head.
I'm working on it. I'm working.
Alan says
Yeah.
he feels like queen for a day.
Yeah, Alan said he feels like queen for a day.
I bet he does. Alan, did you see that thing from Simon about the glass spider?
He
live in Berlin?
sent me the files. I didn't hear it yet.
Oh, okay.
It's live from the Reichstag.
Yeah, the one we did, the gig we did in Berlin. That's a pretty. You tell Steve about the gig? How deep it was?
No, you don't.
No, we've been, but let's. I'm ready to hear about it.
Alan Holdsworth.
We've been. Eddie got them off on Alan Holdsworth, and they went nuts. So
His hair went like this. Alan's hair went up. Yeah. No, the story was that we got there to do sound check. It was an outdoor festival, and there were 4 bands. You know, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Genesis, Police. Police, Genesis on one stage. It was like all these bands.
Eurythmics.
Eurythmics, yes.
Oh, wow.
And what David decided to do is take the top speakers of the big PA system, turn them towards the wall, towards Berlin, towards East Berlin. So the top speakers were all facing that way, so the people on the other side could hear it. Wow. And so in the show, the moment of the show, we were doing Heroes. And then, for some strange reason, David kept looking back and seeing cues from our crew guys going, you know, like, you gotta check this out, what's happening behind you. So we turned down the band singing Heroes, and you could hear the other side singing it.
Oh, wow.
And it was so emotional. You know, we had tears in our eyes because we were all sharing from the West and the East the song. And they were singing it on the other side. It was absolutely
Cool is
majestic.
that?
Yeah, we were all crying.
We were all crying because it was so emotional.
Man, that's a one.
Yeah.
wow, man,
Yeah.
that's.
There's footage of it too. There's footage of us doing sound check. It was big news that day when we all showed up. Of us doing sound check that afternoon, and not giving away the speakers turned around. You know, so if you looked up, thinking that's kind of weird that the speakers are, but he physically got them to turn it around quietly. It wouldn't be whether it was illegal or not, but we faced them straight east, and it went directly over everything.
How cool.
Wow, I mean that's
And
you know
couldn't stop us.
Music unites everything.
that's
Yes,
it,
and it was
man.
very
I mean
powerful.
that's the kind of stuff that you can't put that in a bottle. You can't write that into a book. You can't, you know, you can try and capture it on video, but I've had, and we all have, even Matt,
Yes.
his picture has had those kind of moments where it's like, it's just like time is frozen and you're in that moment
Yes,
forever.
yes.
That
Those moments,
united,
great moments.
Yeah, there was one time
Berlin.
that sticks out in my mind in Rome, I think it was.
Yes.
We're on stage. It was still a little light out.
Yeah.
And it's a stadium. It's like 60,000. And we see a cloud of smoke.
88,000.
88,000.
Yeah.
We see a cloud of smoke on the other end of the stadium.
Yes.
And this cloud of smoke is coming towards the stage.
Get to the center.
Yeah, and that was tear gas.
Tear gas. We didn't know that. We didn't know it was tear gas.
Wow.
Yeah, the smoke was thick from the other side because they were rioting because they couldn't get in, and the film, what do you call the screens they had outside for the rest of the people that couldn't get in went down. They couldn't see the show, so they were rioting with the police, and so all that smoke, in slow motion, was coming over, and we could see it, and wondering. Well, that's kind of weird, but if you notice, if you look in the audience as it got closer, they were starting to run because they realized it was tear gas, and we didn't know. Our crew finally went to it and got us all wet towels.
That's right, they covered our faces.
They covered our face, our eyes with wet towels, and got us off the stage. And by the time we were running off the stage, we could see like riots breaking out.
Wow.
Like a riot broke out with the police and people because they were running like crazy. And as we were running, we had to go through remember that bridge? We had to run to our left, and then we had to go over a bridge, and with the towels over us, you could see all the crap that's happening in the bottom. People fighting and running to each other, run free, and we jumped into an armored truck. Remember that?
No.
We all ran into an armored truck to protect us and get out, because that was the original escape. That was the original escape route for us to get in an armored truck and get out of the city.
Wow.
And in the holes where they put the guns through the rifles, you could see and still smell the fucking tear gas, and it was mayhem because of that tear gas.
Well, I've done the ambulance. I have never done the armored car.
More tear gas.
First time for us too. It was actually pretty cool. We're like, oh, is everybody? We couldn't believe that we all were there. The whole band. They got the whole band out and running through the tunnel through the smoke and everything.
That sounds
and it
like
was
a
really
movie.
painful.
Yeah.
I mean, tear gas is painful.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
You know.
See, now that's the closest I've come to that is setting off the smoke alarm in my hotel room with buds.
We've done that a few times.
But it gives you the same kind of sensation, kind of, sort of.
But yeah, good memory, Alan. That's another one for the books, man. The one in Rome. That was pretty serious.
And what was the venue?
It was a stadium.
Oh, okay,
stadium.
right, okay.
That was a football stadium.
Yeah.
Outside the city.
Cool.
Yeah, we were doing
Man.
a lot of stadiums back to back, and then in the winter we would go and do all the arenas. So you hit those stadiums from June till September, and it was a lot of them. Fuck, it was a lot of stadiums.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
well,
rained on that whole year. We only got rained on maybe 3 times.
Australia, Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne. We got pissed on pretty hardcore. The dancers weren't allowed to dance, and so after stage was set up, so we played. It was actually great for us because it was just music.
That's right.
And all we did was just play all the songs that we had in the set, and maybe some extra ones, I think. And we didn't have to worry about the show, people flying around us or ducking underneath us. And it was just total music. It was great.
Nah,
The audience
that's
loved
great.
it, yeah.
That's when that's when it rocks, man. That's when it doesn't get better than that.
And we didn't cancel. They said, "Don't cancel. Let's just rock it," like we did for the those what do you call those things we did earlier in the beginning, Alan? Those press conference we did for a week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's you telling that story. That's a good one too.
Yeah, come on, bring it.
Your turn, Alan.
We did a 2-week press conference. We did like 14 countries in 15 days.
Yeah. Back to back.
We did the Cat Club in New York.
Yeah, that's right. The second gig. Yeah, but we did them weird. We did. The press conference was done at 7:00 in the morning. So, whatever the night before we were in Toronto. So after the gig, which is like 9:00 in the morning, you got on a flight, private plane, and then head straight to New York. So you get there, you got the whole day in New York. So the next morning, we're at the Cat Club doing a press conference. And when that's over, back on the plane, straight to Europe. And that's what we did every time. And then one night, I look at his face. We were in Spain, and we looked around going, oh, this is when we're going to have the press conference, like 9 hours from now. So let's just hang out. And that's what we did. We hung the whole night straight through and waiting for the crew to come in, and we were all like, smiling and laughing. Yeah, we got through a lot. That was a hard one.
Yeah, that was great. And we only played 3 songs.
Yeah. and Dave would do the interview. But it was just you had to be up or stayed up.
Yeah.
So you had to play for the press conference. What
Yeah,
three
we played,
songs?
yeah. Sorry?
What 3 songs?
Day in, day out. What was the other one?
Bang bang.
Bang Bang, Day in, Day out, and what was the other third one?
Oh, the one that was attached to another song, 87 and Cry.
Oh yeah,
wow.
because it was off the new album, off the Glass Spider album, and Bang Bang was kind of a live thing that we did.
And
Iggy Pop.
who's this now?
Time to go. The fight. What the
That was classic tear gas.
Is that Matt?
Yeah, it must be. That was a classic tear gas story. I don't know. I can't keep up with who
Is it
everybody is.
commercial? Is it commercial time?
This is just, I'm just getting texts. Who's this now? Remind me to tell you Carlos Alomar story.
Ooh,
That's got to be Glenn Zagorin. It's got to be.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Are you serious? He's still alive?
Is he still alive? He's very much alive. Very
It's a
much
call
alive.
story. Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one? Glenn, do you want me to send you the key? You can come in and... I think he'd be good. You imagine the stories he's got?
He's got
God.
lots of them because he was there with David since '74.
I know.
Those kind of stories too. I mean, we all have stories about past growing up as kids in different bands. But Carlos was one of the, he was out there doing it, a lot before us.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were at that point. Eddie and I were LaBelle.
Wow.
74 or 75 and all that stuff. Yeah, we were LaBelle traveling.
He was in Main Ingredient, right?
Yeah, he started off in Main Ingredients, Carlos.
Yeah.
He came from. But later on, doing Iggy Pop and a lot of Carlos. It's just we were one of those proud Puerto Ricans that we were always looked up to.
That's it's so funny because when we were doing when you and I were doing the chat with Eddie the other day, you were talking about that you were making the Puerto Rican PR. Did you ever think that we would be this and rock and roll? You know what I mean? And I that's what I thought. I mean, I always thought that the whole Latin thing was based on rocking. It was it's a different kind of role, but
it was more 50s, from Chuck Berry's and all that stuff. They came in with the rock and roll stuff. For us Puerto Ricans, like Mark Rivera and Carlos and a bunch of us, we just mixed the Latin with the R&B with the rock. And at that time in the 60s, we mixed it with the English rock, which was even better.
exactly. But it was
very cool.
But I said in that conversation that all the English guys were going for that authentic thing, and I remember that the Let's Dance and all that whole vibe that started to happen, and it wasn't just Bowie. A lot of guys were using their core bands from the United States. Robert Palmer, it was amazing.
Yeah, Robert Palmer, Duran Duran, In Excess, Brian Ferry, they all used American guys, New York guys in the bands for the recordings. And then some of us were lucky enough to go out on tour. A few of us were fortunate enough to go out. And not even just us, it was like singers, like Fonzie and those guys, Luther. I mean, we had a whole crew in New York, besides singers, guitar players, bass players, drummers, horn players. We had great horn players.
Yeah, well, I mean, we used to, think about the horn sections that used to come just to China Club, the Uptown Horns, all those guys.
Yeah, all those guys, yeah. I still see them. Still see, what's his name?
Arno?
What?
Arno Heck?
Yeah, Arno Heck and
Sam.
Dave Letterman's band.
Yeah, Crispin, Bowie, I think.
Not Dave Letterman's band, sorry. What's his name? The other guy, the tall guy, Conan.
Conan, right.
And those guys are all New York guys.
Yeah, they are. That's got to be an amazing gig. 5 nights a week or whatever that is. That's got to be a different kind of gig.
Horn players, a rock and roll gig like that, a tour like that.
Well, no. To be in like
a Letterman band.
Yeah, like
sure,
Anton
yeah.
Fig or
Sure, Anton,
Will.
those guys, yeah. Well, yeah, that's insurance. That's like you got your health care, you got everything taken care of you. Stuff goes to the union, you're protected.
But musically, I wonder, for me, and I know you guys, listen, everybody here, even Matt's picture, we're all live players. I mean, I like to walk on stage and feel that energy, and I'm just wondering what it would be like, because I've never done that start and stop kind of thing that they do on TV.
Yeah, it depends on the band. Depends,
I guess.
Who all the members in the group, because you can have a killer situation, or it could be kind of lame, it could be kind of, depends who the music director is too, who's leading the pack.
Yeah, and also they were able to take off if something important. If they got an important gig,
Another gig or something.
a recording session, they would tend to sub it.
Yeah.
And New York was easier with people subbing because you get your gig back.
Yeah.
Other places around the country, it was really tough to trust and be supportive that way. In New York, we had a really cool, like a rule saying, when you get sick, I'll take care of it, and you get your gig back. Unless the producer or the arranger decides, Homeboy's better than my original one. That's a different conversation. Then you have a conversation with your mate.
Yeah.
But New York was pretty loyal. The guys, everyone in New York, we really stuck strong together in that situation.
Yeah.
There was very little betrayal.
Even the Broadway guys,
Yes.
they could take off 50% of the year. If say like Matt definitely is taking advantage of that rule.
Oh, yeah.
Go out on tour for 6 months with somebody, come back and keep your Broadway gig.
He's doing it now, Matt.
He always does.
He's doing it right now.
Right now.
Right, that's right.
It's pizza or a Broadway show.
Yeah. Dinner and a show. The thing about it that's so good, and I know that loyalty, I know that New York musician mentality, it's the 802 or 38 or whatever it was back in the day.
It's old school too. I mean, it's kind of a thing. You want to keep that kind of respect. Old school.
Absolutely.
Take it with you.
Yeah, and that's why I think each generation of players gives way to another generation of players because of the respect, and that's that's where it's at. So and this is all about respect. It's all about us coming together. I love that you showed up tonight, man. It was all perfect. The only thing we're missing is poor Mitch Weissman.
You mean Paul McCartney?
Paul, yes, Paul.
Aliens, yeah.
Too much.
When he's standing. Oh man, we love Mitch. Mitch is just it's funny because we all have histories of Mitch together and as a bunch, separately and as a bunch.
Yep, we sure do. And
God bless you, Mitch, if you're listening, you dirty bastard. And you are.
Well,
I'm going to give you back to Alan. I just wanted to send my love to you guys, like always.
All right, brother. Well, right back at you. And don't forget the Friday free for all. You're always welcome.
Don't forget to tip the waitress.
No, that's right. That's tip. Take care of your bartenders and waitresses.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Alan. Later, bro.
Bye.
And Matt, wherever you are, bless you, brother.
Bye.
Take care, Carmine.
Later, guys.
All
Good
right.
seeing you.
Oh, God, that's funny. All good.
Whoops. Can't escape.
Oh, there he goes. I told you, it gets really funny towards this.
Hey, thanks, Steve. That's a Queen for a Day moment. Man.
Yeah, well, there you go. Hey, listen, we'll have more of them. You still got Matt peeking out at the bottom of your
And
atches.
he still has the answer to the favorite.
Yes.
The last question.
And I got it, right, because, first of all, I couldn't agree with you more about the Hendrix gig. And we should all be, at some point in our lives be able to do that. But the question that nobody seems to be able to answer is, and I stopped asking it, is favorite drummer joke.
Or story.
Or story. Do you have one?
Well, what's the first thing a drummer says when he arrives in Los Angeles?
Ooh, what?
Would you like fries with that, sir?
Oh, that's a new one, man. Wow.
That wouldn't apply to me or you.
No.
It's probably more for a beginner, you know.
Oh, that's perfect, man. That's perfect.
You gotta throw some of yours.
Yeah, I gotta. I'll drop one on you. You might even know this, especially in Vegas, man. You got to be around the material. Let's see if I can stump the band. This is my favorite, and everybody's going, "Oh no!" What happens when you pour beer in the drum machine?
I don't know. What happens?
It tries to sing. Yeah, I love that. And well, I don't know. There's so many of them, man. You know.
The handicap.
Yeah, you get to park in the handicap space. Just put your sticks on the dashboard. A drummer with no girlfriend, homeless. But actually, this is probably a good one. This is a good Vegas one. What does an exotic dancer do with her asshole before she goes to work?
What does she do?
Drops him off at the drum shop.
How do you know a stage is level?
The drool.
The drool comes out at both sides, yeah.
Size of the drummer's mouth.
Got it.
Oh, man, yeah, and we could go. You like you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you one more, and then I'm going to go eat dinner. This is one of my favorites ever. A drummer and a bass player are walking down the beach. And the bass player says to the drummer, "Man, every time we go to the beach, we walk down the beach together, all the guys show you a lot of respect. They wink or they give you, thumbs up, and the girls are all smiling at you, and they'll act all impressed. What's going on, man?" The drummer says to the bass player, he said, before I walk down, come to the beach in the morning, I take a potato, I put it in my pants. And he says to the bass player, "You should try it." And he says, "Great, I'm going to try it tomorrow." So next day comes and goes, and it's sort of the end of the beach day, and the bass player runs into the drummer at the concession stand, and he says, I did what you said," he said, "but the guys were all laughing and throwing stuff at me, and the girls were shocked and hiding their eyes. What's going on?" And the drummer said, "Well, I put the potato in the front."
That's a good one.
Yeah, where's a drummer when you need one? Well, man, this has been more fun than I even, and I thought it was going to be a blast, but this is just great. And if I get Matt to stop staring at me.
You can see him better now than when he was actually in the shot.
You know what? There we go. Now there we go. Now there. I have managed to eliminate Matt from the show. Man, this was a blast, Alan. I hope you keep the key. You'll get the. We should do the numbers thing. I think I sent you my number. Just text me yours, and I'll text you the key, so you'll always have it in your phone. And anytime you passing by and see one of the outlaws in here, come on in, man.
Same time, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure and a gas, man.
Yeah. And we not had a gas this time, man. It's really been a gas. So we'll have to, and we'll figure out some music or something to do. But it's really, I enjoyed this one a lot, and so thank you for being here. Love to your family. Stay safe out there, and to be continued.
Yeah, same to you, man.
All right, bro. See you soon. Take care. Thanks.
Bye.
So, guys, that's our.
What a fun
Who's
night.
this now?
What the hell am I
Alan
doing?
Childs.
Oh, it's Glenn.
I'm in a volcano there.
Me and Tal Bergman. Oh, Tal
That was a good
Bergman.
one. Is
Who
with
is
Glenn?
it? No, I guess he's giving me the numbers for it. Anyway, what a gas, you guys, man. Alan is.
Should have been a gas. It should have been- What?
Shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's fun to watch that happen. The thing that happened
and it's a very magical thing when it happens between players. Carmine and Alan, I don't know when the last time they saw each other was, or Eddie for that matter, and they all came up, through that whole. They came out of the Brooklyn end of things,
And they played together.
Yeah, but they all also did different things too. But it's about the chemistry, and I always talk about that. But you see the way. I mean, when I have someone on here that I haven't seen in however many years it's been, it just starts right up. And, maybe it's a little weird because I don't know what you're going to say. You don't know. I don't care what you're going to say. But you don't know what I'm going to say, which is...
That's not things about each other.
That's not the good thing. That's not the good thing to... anyway. And it's that spontaneous fun. It's the real reason...
Spontaneous combustion.
Very nice. So you want a quarter?
Huh.
How about a half? Where's the drummer when you need one? It just reminds me of why I love this business. I mean, there's a ton of skeevy shit that goes on in our industry. Those who can do, those who can't try to rip those who can off. That's really the music business. And the problem with it is that you get into it so young. If you don't really have somebody from the get-go telling you, hey, you got to do this or don't do that or whatever, or you're lucky enough to land with a guy who has experience and can show you the way of what's going on.
Like Peter Frampton.
No, not like Peter Frampton.
Show me the way.
I know. I heard you. I was just hoping it would float on by. I was just hoping I could show you the way out. Anyway, so but anyway, it reminds me watching these shows, these throwbacks. Much fun for me is, I hope as it is for you, for me to see that camaraderie and actually to initiate that. That joy between two guys, because nothing, that's one of the really good things that came out of this time period is these video conferences and the fact that we can just hang together the way we never could before in any other way. And it was great to reconnect those guys and Eddie too. I'm sorry that Carmine missed Eddie, but anyway.
They saw each other like the week before on the show with Mark Rivera sneaking in.
It's and that was fun. The only problem is when it's good, it's great. When it's not, it can fall apart. So we could never really. We tried to make it a regular part, but anyway, the only thing that you can depend on is us. So children are saying goodnight. Okay.
Yep, they said fun show, love it. Thanks for another great show. Okay, tomorrow night. New Year's Eve, free for all Friday.
Yep, that's right. New Year's Eve party tomorrow. Well, whatever. I mean, it's not officially, but it's as close as we need to be to have a New Year's Eve party.
Right.
So
and once again, Gail, thank you for the delicious cake.
So if I...
All right.
If I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
Good night, everybody.
See you, kids.